Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make an informed decision. Now, today we're going to dive into Cardano, because I believe that Cardano really doesn't get the respect it deserves. And for whatever it's worth, this is not financial advice. I truly believe that Cardano will have its day. I don't know when that is, but it's coming. Now, why do I say that? Well, I like the leadership to start with. Charles is one of the most transparent, open leaders in the crypto community. And just like it says at their website, making the world work better for all. I truly believe that Charles is trying to look out for the crypto industry to the best of his ability for whatever that's worth. Now, I don't think it gets the respect because people don't really pay attention to what's going on. They pay attention to the price of the token. And, just like when Solana has been taken off and it's still in beta, we watch the price go up and up. And then you look at Cardano, for example, and you see the price is down to sideways or maybe pumping a little bit, but no real price action. But when you look at stuff like what I'm going to show you, day in, day out, they're building out their blockchain, adding projects, and they have more activity than all other blockchains. This right here is a GitHub uh, diagram from September, and it shows out of the 3,221 commits, that's developer activity for all the blockchains they track. 11.8% of that activity was created by Cardano. Now they're in the news every week, if not every day sometime, and no one really pays attention because again, they're following the price. Well, I know that eventually the price is going to catch up with the activity and the development of the ecosystem. That's the way it works. So once we get into the next bull run, I wouldn't be surprised if Cardano takes out its old high changing gears. Now, it might not be ready by then. I don't know. But I do know, I truly believe it's going to have its day. Now, right now, they are having their Cardano Summit. And it's like a 3-day get together, 10,000 people in attendance, like 80 speakers. And guys, that's another thing. You want to see money coming into a project as far as putting it into development. You want to see developers and a lot of activity, especially in the downtime. But you also want to see a powerful community. When you scroll through like this is some tweets that they posted. Man, these guys are ecstatic to be part of Cardano. People from all over the world, Argentina, Brazil, everywhere. And guys, they are talking about this is the best day of my life. So much information. Everything is so positive. I mean, I get that, it's a big party, but uh, eight eight to 10,000 people were there. That is a lot of people, and they are just moving forward. And like I said, they got their head down and they're working every day. Now, this right here, I'm going to show you like 4 things that have just popped up in the last couple of days. Cardano is launching a new algorithm stablecoin in the first of 2023. That's huge, and it's very needed. Now, I found this pretty interesting. It's a tuition coin for the teachers from around the world. They can basically get paid and earn tokens for educating people. And I think that has a future for everyone, probably end up moving into maybe influencers or whatever. That's pretty exciting, and it could be massive. Cardano launched a privacy blockchain and token. Now we know what happened with Tornado Cash. and that's a kind of a scary avenue to play in because of the SEC and the lack of regulation. But we truly need uh, privacy in blockchain. I mean, yes, it's open source, but right now, when you go buy something, for instance, with cash, you know, you don't have to fill out a form or take a picture or send something to the government. And there's no reason for that to be that way in everyday crypto in the future. And what Charles is trying to do is do the legality part, the KYC, up front, but then you don't get to track everything unless there's a reason. But he'll have, I guess, like a gateway if needed. They'll be able to dive into it, unfortunately. But guys, that's pretty much what they do already. You know, your bank or the government can go down to your bank and seize your records and dive into, you know, an audit or whatever. So that's not that big a deal. Now, yes, I wish everything was 100% decentralized and they didn't have any idea how much money you had or where you put it. But guys, that's not going to happen. But that could be a big project. And again, that's Charles stepping forward as a leader trying to make that happen. And it's on Cardano. Now, this I find pretty interesting. It's a decentralized index with the University of Edinburgh. And I watched a podcast where Charles talked about this. And the reason that this has been created, from my understanding, is because there's so many projects calling themselves decentralized. It's a buzzword. And there's different levels of decentralization, but this tracks it and explains it for the average person so you'll truly understand what is and isn't decentralized. Because, you know, with the collapse of like FTX, we've seen a lot of projects that were so-called, especially in the DeFi space, so-called decentralized, but a entity stepped in and made some changes immediately in the space. So obviously it wasn't decentralized, and you'll be able to track that through this project. I find that pretty interesting. Now, if you look at the chart, it's pretty ugly. The all-time high right there is what, just over $3, and right now it's right at 30 cents. And guys, to answer the question, is it time to buy? I hate to say it, I don't think so. It's made a good run today, as you can tell, but it seems to have support down around 30 cents. It's up at 31.3 right now. But with this environment and all the craziness that's going on, I think we have a bigger downside. But, you know, once it gets under 30 cents, there's really not a lot of support. It could easily get down to 15 cents, maybe even 10 cents. Now, I'm not being pessimistic, but we are in a bad environment, not only in crypto, but the stocks, the recession in America, which we are denying we're in, everything that's going on globally. I believe something's going to break and everything is going lower. Now, for whatever it's worth, and again, not financial advice, but I think the risk reward of starting to stack ADA in a real big pullback, like a crash from here, that is a pretty good risk reward. Now, I could be wrong, and regulation is the only thing that concerns me about pretty much most of the projects. But outside of regulations, I truly believe that Cardano has a future and it's going to be around 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now. But I definitely believe it's going to be a powerhouse whenever it kicks in and where Charles comes to the public and says, we're ready to go, bring it on. We are ready to handle and to scale, load up. I believe that day is going to come, hopefully be in the next bull run, and ADA is going to have its day. Now, I didn't mean to ramble on, but I want you to be aware and keep Cardano on your list because, guys, I'm telling you, In this pullback, it pulled everyone just back to Cardano's world. And now we're starting back at a level space. But the difference is Cardano's been building and building and building, and they're not slowing down. And I'm telling you, that's what you want to see. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Make sure you hit that notification. Let me know what you think about Cardano in the comments section. I believe that Cardano and Bitcoin and BNB have been the biggest winners in 2022 of adoption and attention for the future. And I'll make a video about that here shortly. But I truly believe Cardano has a great future, and they're going to have their day in the sun. Not financial advice. That's all I got for you guys. Hit that like button, come back, be part of this community. Take care.